This is Tim Hewitt-Coleman, and we're building freedom today at Pebble Spring Farm. And what I want to talk to you about is a very simple guttering system. It's an easy peasy guttering system, guys, for you to do something really quickly when you're working with corrugated iron. Why is this important? Because it's so difficult sometimes for us to do projects that we just leave them. We let somebody else take over. We let somebody else take our freedom away from us by telling us it's too complicated. Now have a look here. This is a simple 75mm down pipe. 75mm down pipe. Now what I'm going to show you how to do is how to use a simple 75mm down pipe to do your guttering work. Now what we do first of all, as you can see, this has been split down the side. Now bear in mind, I'm not the guy that thought this up. I've seen other guys do it before. I've seen a very good friend of mine, Al Stratford, do it on very nice buildings. So what we're going to need, these are the tools we're going to need. So I'm saying very simple. Pair of gloves, electric hand drill, battery, 14 volt, cross-cut saw. I like to use Stanley, spirit level, and then of course it's always handy to have a Leatherman. Got a little Leatherman here. I use the Leatherman Sidekick. It's not too expensive, but it has all the functionality we need. So let me show you what I'm talking about. How is it that you can use a down pipe? What about gutters for rainwater harvesting? Now let me introduce you to a little project. Don't be confused by the size of it. This is a very little project. It's a little rabbit hutch and a chicken coop that Popina and I have made here. But we're attempting to harvest rainwater. So what we do, you can see, we simply clip on the down pipe here onto the end of the roof sheet, and that acts as a gutter. Let me show you this side how we do it, how easy it is. So follow me this side, and you'll see it's really quite simple. So you can see the cut here has been made. You can do that with a handsaw. I did it on a table saw, but you don't need to have a table saw. So what we do, we simply open it up the one side here, and we thread it through. Thread it through, like that. Make sure it goes all the way to the end, and be careful that you don't cut yourself on these sharp edges of the corrugated iron. You don't want to create any accidents by doing this. Alright? And then what we simply do, you see that's the thick end there. I'd prefer the thick end that side where it goes into the... So let me do it again. I can show you. So I did it twice. Open it at the end, like this, and slide it over. Slide it over. It gets stuck. Just help it over. Okay. All the way to the end. All the way to the end. Now, you can see we've applied the same idea here. These little elbows, you get them at any builder's warehouse, any Home Depot. And this 75mm down pipe here, PVC down pipe, this hasn't got a slit in it. So all we do is we clamp that close, and this also helps to clamp the down pipe more effectively around. So now we've done that all the way around, and actually there we have it. That's all that needs to be done. Now, if you want to secure this in place, simply take your hand drill. And if you can just watch me in here, I'm just going to drill one little screw in here. And that is going to hold your down pipe in place. All right. That's all you need, and it's going to hold it there. Do that for one of each of the corners, and you're away. Now, what we do this side is we take, this is a 200-litre drum that's been rescued from a dump site. Used to belong to Castrol, but now belongs to Pebble Spring Farm. So we just position this here. We put some attachments in to allow us to run the water out so that we can feed the chickens and we can feed the rabbits. It's It's really that easy. Now, you say, well, how does this make our lives easier? Well, I can tell you. This little piece of metal here is 1 meter wide. It's 1.5 meters. So it's a total of 3 square meters of roof sheet here. Here in Port Elizabeth, we are 34 degrees south. We're near the coast. It rains about 600 to 700 mils of rain per year. So how much does that give us? You clever mathematicians there can work it out, but it's probably over 3 square meters. It's probably around about 2 kiloliters of water in a year. Now you work out that. You guys take your calculators out. 2 kiloliters of water. That's an average of about 5 or 6 liters a day. And I can tell you, this little rooster in here and this little bunny in here. Can we look at this rooster inside here? They're not gonna be using 5 liters of water a day. In fact, this whole system's going to expand, and we'll have 10 or 15 or 20. We're not going to be using 5 liters of water a day. So this little unit becomes completely self-sustainable. But what I want to show you is just how to use the simple downpipe technique. And I'm wanting you to try it in your little projects. Don't try to do it in big industrial kind of operations. I'm talking about home projects. Little sheds, a little house, a little cottage, chicken coop, that kind of stuff. You tell me how it works for you in your environment. We're looking for easy things, we're looking for cheap things, we're looking for stuff that you can do yourself to set yourself free. This is Tim Hewitt-Coleman, Building Freedom, out.